When we think of trauma, we often associate it with personal emotional scars, a difficult past, childhood neglect, or abuse. But what if the effects of trauma don't end with the person who experienced it? What if they're passed down, biologically, to future generations? New scientific research suggests that the pain of childhood trauma may be encoded in our very DNA, shaping not just our mental health, but potentially affecting our children, and even grandchildren. A study conducted by researchers from the FinBrain birth cohort in Finland has shed light on an astonishing biological mechanism through which childhood maltreatment can alter the brain development of the next generation. The findings are profound and potentially world-changing. The research focused on men who had experienced significant levels of early life trauma, including neglect, abuse, or emotional deprivation. These individuals showed distinct epigenetic modifications in their sperm. Specifically, changes were found in two key biological areas. DNA methylation. This is a process that turns genes on or off without altering the DNA sequence itself. Small non-coding RNA expression. These molecules play a critical role in gene regulation. What's even more compelling is that these changes were observed in genes essential for brain development, such as CRTC1 and GBX2, both of which are linked to neural functioning, emotional regulation, and cognitive processing. In essence, the experiences of trauma can biologically embed themselves into reproductive cells, potentially impacting how the brain of the next generation will develop. The term, intergenerational trauma, isn't new. It's been widely discussed in social sciences, especially in relation to communities affected by war, colonization, or genocide. But this study gives it a biological foundation, something measurable, testable, and possibly preventable. What's truly groundbreaking is that trauma is not just psychological, it's physiological. These molecular scars can be inherited, just like eye color or blood type. This discovery reshapes how we understand the legacy of childhood adversity and the need for early psychological interventions. Across Europe, mental health is a growing concern. According to data from the World Health Organization, WHO, nearly 1 in 4 Europeans experience a mental health condition during their lifetime. This research may provide new pathways for understanding root causes, especially in cases where there's a family history of disorders like anxiety, depression, or ADHD. It's a wake-up call for policymakers, educators, and families alike. Investing in child welfare, early intervention programs, and trauma-informed education is no longer just a moral obligation, it's a biological necessity for building a healthier future generation. So, what can we do? Promote trauma-informed care, in schools, clinics, and social services across Europe. Support mental health in early childhood, encourage governments to fund programs targeting family well-being and early development. Raise awareness, share this information with others. Many still view trauma as something people just get over. This science proves otherwise. Encourage research. Further studies are needed to understand how epigenetic changes can be reversed or mitigated. The more we know, the more we can protect future generations from the invisible wounds of the past. If this video gave you a new perspective on trauma and science, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you or someone you know experienced childhood trauma? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more eye-opening science content.